Alrighty, I think we're live. Can never be sure. Ooh, I forgot to announce it in the Discord. Please hold. Or I announced it, but I didn't do the event. Somewhere else. Link. There it goes. Streaming some art. Streaming some new enemy designs. Start time is 6 p.m. to 8, 9. We'll say 9. I don't know. Create. Yippee! Hello, everyone. Now, what's the holdup, pal? Yeah, sorry, I made you wait a few minutes. My bad. First of the year. Yeah, I guess this is our first 2025 stream. That's kind of fun. Very fun. Who else we got? Sweet Tea. Hi, Dad. Oh, I'm your dad? Hello, my sweet child. Let's go. How's it going, Jules? How's it going, Ethan? Father, can I get my weekly rations? Have you been good? Oh, man. Goblin 2025. Let's go. Been waiting. Yes. How's it going, Alisa? Nice to see ya. The yellow boy. Nice. Gary, I want to play the goblin game. Soon, Gary, soon. Patience. One day, maybe. I'll finish this thing. Let me turn off my fan. It's getting kind of toasty. Alright. Oh, man. Normally I stream at like... I think I stream at like 6:30 or 7, so this is a little early. Will do, Snow. Thanks for that. Mr. Waters. Is that my name now, Blurby Sir? How's it going, Dino Gamer? Good to see ya. Whenever I see your name, it makes me hungry for Dino Nuggets. Nice to see you, Blurby Sir. Always good to see a blurb in the chat, as they say. Alright, what are we doing today, guys? Let's fire up. Let's get some work done. So I've added a handful of enemies. Lately, I added this wizard dude who shoots these projectiles that follow you. I added this weird saw thing. It's attached to the ground over here, and then it just kind of floats around and the appendages bend. It's kind of fun. I added... What else we got? I added a cactus thing. Where is it? Yeah, this big cactus crab that shoots spikes out at you. Is that all? I feel like I've done more. Let me check my to-do list. Yeah, that's it. Week. Daddy Waters. Yep, that's my name. That's what they call me. And now, I guess. Oh, that's perfect, Jules. Hey, what do you think that the publishing process would take most of the time? Ooh, interesting. I definitely want to make a ton of videos and, or at least, you know, TikToks and stuff right before releasing, and I'd have to reach out to a bunch of, you know, streamers and YouTubers and stuff, so that's going to take a long time, but I don't think it'll be the most time-consuming part. I think, so let's say the game's done and I'm ready to release. I have to translate it, which should be pretty simple, because I've got all the localization supported already, and then I have to reach out to a bunch of people. I have to make a press kit, and coordinate the launch. Honestly, that part's... I don't think it'll be too bad. But what do I know? Cactus crab. Let's go. You're hungry, short person. I'm sorry. How's it going, Kelcav? Daddy Waters. Can I see more of the cactus crab? Of course. Here is your cactus crab. Ask and you shall receive. Sweet tea. Especially when it involves crabs. Here he's doing his little walk. I kept it simple. I didn't want to waste time on this. All the walk animations. So when he walks up into the right, he's not gonna look in that direction, which is a little lame, but I'm on a time crunch here. We can't be wasting our time with a bunch of walk cycles for a crab. And here's him shooting a bunch of projectiles. Do you have any zombies? There are zombie goblins at the ruins of an old town. Where are the kobolds? No kobolds yet, sorry. I do have horned goblins. These dudes. They're, you know, half kobold looking. Where'd you get that color wheel? Oh, this is the normal map color wheel. If you go over here, you can click normal map. Normally I keep it on shade tone, which is much better. But if you're doing normal maps, you'll want to use this. Pretty cool. You can also turn off the discrete segmentation and have it be continuous, but I do not want such things. You would call them goblins. That's a good name. How's it going, Krebs? Good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while. Guys, I looked into multi-streaming on Twitch. I am not convinced that it is something that I want to do. I mean, I want to, but Twitch and their terms of service are so lame. But before I talk about that, let me get on track here. What am I doing? We're going to be making a sorceress enemy. Her whole thing is going to be that she teleports around and shoots. I guess it'd be comparable to, you know, in Terraria in the underworld, there's those mages where they'll just kind of teleport somewhere, and then they'll wait a few seconds, and then they'll shoot a fireball at you, and then they'll teleport somewhere else, and then they'll wait for a second, and then they'll shoot a fireball at you. Yeah, so it's going to be that. So her whole thing is going to be teleporting and shooting, as one does. Oh, ignore that guy. Let's take this guy, actually, and copy-paste it. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. We'll call her Human Sorceress. I nominate you to add goblin slimes to go with the goblin. Oh, goblin slimes to go with the goblins. I like what you did there with the double O. That's funny. Maybe I should. You got a new bed for your cat, and now he sits next to me? Oh, man, that's awesome. That's wholesome. I might get a cat so I can have somebody to chill with me while I'm working all day. Because, I mean, I just work from home all day. It'd be pretty magical to have a little kitty that just hangs out with me. Sorceress. Sorceress? Yeah, that's right. I can spell. I had a question. Is there a spider pet that follows you and helps you in battle or something? There is a spider livestock that you can assign it to a livestock bed and a livestock trough, and it'll eat out of it and sleep there. And it'll slowly drop goodies for you. But there's not one that follows you around and helps you out. Right now, the only thing that can follow you and help you out is the NPCs. You can invite the other NPCs on a walk with you. But yeah. Don't do it. My cat is a menace while I'm coding. Oh no. Yeah, I can imagine them like hopping up on the table. That'd be a lot. If you get a cat, we'll require a cat cam. That'd be really fun. Mommy Snout, can you tell Daddy what to stop being? Oh my goodness, sweetie. Love watching the updates on your game. Thank you, Micah. I appreciate it. I really like making them. They really keep me going, honestly. It's very motivating. Whenever I'm like not really feeling it. I feel like, so I do the videos every 2 months. I feel like right up that 2-month mark, I'm kind of burning out, honestly. I'm like, oh man, this is a lot. I just need to get through this devlog and then I can kind of relax for a few days. But then after that, I feel pretty hyped up. I don't know. The videos really, they get me going. Let me turn off the normal map color wheel here. They do take a lot of time to edit though, but Trey imps are very annoying. Be careful with adding anything like this style goblin, please. I'm adding them everywhere. Infinite imps. I understand. They are very annoying. I was telling my brother all the enemies I was going to add. I was going on a walk. We live in the same house, but I went on a walk, and then he went on a walk separately, and then we bumped into each other in the park, and we were like, oh, well, I guess we can walk together. And I was telling him all of the enemies that I was going to add during the stream, and he was like, wow, those are all annoying. So we'll see. But hey, you need a little annoyance in your life. Annoyance is the spice of life, they say. That's the phrase. She's going to be centered at the center of her body because she floats, not at her feet. We're going to ditch that. Cool. I don't know if I can make her look cooler. Let me look up some images of sorceresses. I just kind of drew the first thing I thought. This is like for the forest area. Any like cool hairstyles? I mean, they all have pretty basic hair. Ooh, we could have like energy balls on her hands. Yeah, we'll do that. Like pulsing energy. That sounds good. Otherwise, they'll have staves or books or wizard hats. I got enough wizard hats in the game already. I could do like really cool headgear, but I think the little what do they call these? Circlet? I don't know. Is she an elf or a weird human? She's an elf. Oh, a wild red goblin berserker. That'd be awesome. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I'm really bad at it. Lucky wants everyone to do a quadruple backflip. I can try. I might die. I would die. She flies on her broom. That'd be fun. Ooh, yeah, like a witch. Oh man. Okay, I'll save. I'm gonna write down a witch because that's a fun idea. I didn't think of that. I've been trying to think like human things, you know, knights and mages, but yeah, witch is something I didn't think of. Somehow. I'll save that for something that's a little more mobile. Since she's gonna be teleporting around, I'll save the broomstick. But I like that idea. Probably won't see this, but I want you to know how much your devil has inspired me to learn coding. Oh, well, I'm glad they were motivating. Would you ever consider making tutorials? I've made, well, I guess I've made some pixel art tutorials, but game tutorials, maybe someday. I don't know. Never really thought about it. So like elves exist in this magical setting. They're both magical. Yeah, I have another elf enemy. It's this, he kind of looks like Magic Man. Where is he? This guy, this enemy. I've decided, yeah, there's the invading races are humans, elves, and things like that. I don't have any dwarves yet, but I don't know. Yeah, I was just kind of going with the stereotypical quote-unquote good guy fantasy races. So I try to alternate between elves and humans. Especially for the magic stuff. The grunts that just kind of run in and stab you, they're humans. How many war crimes do you think I've made? That's a good question. A slime pretending to be a witch. That'd be really cute. I could get behind that. Are there dog enemies like hunting hounds? I could get behind that too, especially if they looked really ferocious. If they looked like cute, cuddly puppies, I think the community would have some backlash there. But I can make some nasty looking... Well, I wanted like... For when I do add goblin mounts, I wanted one of them to be like warg, you know, wolf type creatures. So maybe... I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Ooh, a halfling and a gnome. Yeah, that'd be good. The hand has inconsistent outlines. Yes. I'm naughty with my outlines. My trick is I do one outline around all four directions, and I do another outline just on the sides and the top, which I know is strange, but it's really weird. I'm just quirky like that. All right, we'll do the energy balls last. How's it going, Timmy? Nice to see ya. Humans could tame wargs or something. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, that could be like a natural version that's like attacks you, maybe, and then you use an item on them, and then they'll let you ride them or something. I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, some of them are janky. You mean like right here? That's intentional, unfortunately. Wow, look diagonally up. Oh, 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 oh. I'm confused. What are you doing? I'm making the animations for her. She's gonna float there. So she's probably gonna sag down. And then she's gonna rise up. There we go. And on the way up, her head's gonna tilt down because of the sudden change in direction. And her arms are gonna sag too because an object in motion stays in motion. There we go. Now we can have her hair kinda tense up too. This looks a little weird, but good enough. No, I don't like the hair. but we need to do that. Okay, that looks decent. Goblin hat, thank you. I always forget the goblin hat. We'll see if we can make it work with the headphones. You're gonna marry her. She's gonna kill you. She hates you. She's racist. You want to marry a racist sorceress? I don't know about that. There we go. Goblin hat. And we'll get that headset on here. Who is she? She is a generic sorceress enemy. Hey. Hey. How am I going to do this? The ears are in the way. Maybe if I tilt it back a bit. Maybe? Get that nose under there. Sorry, I'm battling the logistics of my goblin hat. Can I fix her? No. Well, maybe. Nobody's beyond fixing. I think. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. She should have canceled celebrity vibes. I like it. I think I'm just gonna ditch the headset. I don't even need to hear the music. You guys can enjoy the music without me. If you guys tell me I love this song, I'll have no idea what you're talking about. Spider mount would be fun. I want spider mounts and I want wolf mounts. Cannons and muskets. That'd be fun. Will she have any drops? Yes, but I don't know what they are yet. Maybe like a jewel from her weird crown or something? I don't know. We'll have to see. For now, it'll probably just be the generic human stuff like meat and materials. But we'll see. Okay. So we could make directional animations, or we could have her always fly facing down. If she flew around like this, I think that wouldn't be the end of the world. And it would make my life a lot easier. So, in the spirit of laziness... Whoa, what was that? Something just popped up. She look weird? I think she looks okay. So if you were to defeat the witch, you can't find the hat. But later the slime has the hat. She's a witch now. Camel spiders are gnarly. Okay, let's see here. We'll make that her walk animation as well. So now we need an attack animation. I need to think about this actually. Do I need a special animation for when she teleports? Let me think. That might be a little tricky. So on the host or whoever owns the character, their code will say start the teleport. It'll make her disappear and reappear at the correct position. I think it'd just be too much of a headache to coordinate the timing there. I use a separate script for the positioning stuff. So if I tell the positioner, teleport this sorceress, it's going to be hard to coordinate the animations perfectly across both computers. I'm just going to have her vanish with a poof animation that is separate from her. That it gets overlaid. We'll do that. That works. I'm happy with that. Can Michael go to the other side by putting a human mask on top of his goblin mask? Oh, I see. Maybe. Dwarf should only be available on hard mode and they'll operate like the Dwarf Fortress dwarves. That'd be awesome. We need a spider mount. I do want mounts. It's actually on my list. I want that to make it into the demo. I'll be starting on that on the 11th, February 11th. So a month from now, I should be starting mounts, hopefully. If all goes well. Until then, I have to add new enemy types, which is what I'm doing now. I have to flesh out the volcano a little bit. I have to flesh out the jungle a little bit more. It's decent. Especially the underground jungle needs it. And then I'll start on mounts real quick. Hopefully that should only take a few days, but we'll see. A Cyclops mount. You like your mounts to be sentient, I see. I'm gonna... So we're gonna do Alt-N twice. We can get rid of these. And we can do that. Now let's add little magic poofies on her arms. They should be lightly green toned because her magic is all green, I guess. And we'll make them fluctuate. First we'll do the positions of them. She looks like a cheerleader. Evening, you making elves? Yes, I am. Just some elf sorcery, as one does. This one is... Should they go bigger or smaller? This one's going to teleport around and be a huge pain in the butt. Ideally. That's the goal. That's the plan. Glowing eyes would be pretty awesome. I don't love that. Partial transparency, maybe? That actually looks okay. We'll go with the partial transparency. It is supposed to be more of a glow after all. There we go. Alright. Good enough for me. We're on the clock. There we go. Sorceress added. Snout wants to ban you. Snout. Sweet tea, are you misbehaving? Hey Watt, if I send you a $3 super chat, would you send me a code so I can give it to a friend? If not, tell me. Well, I mean, yeah, that's how much the Patreon is, so sure. Just DM me on Discord. Don't let me forget, because I will forget. Yeah, I'll send you a playtest key. If you don't want to DM me on Discord, you can email me, or yeah, one of the two. You can find all that info in the, well, yeah, where can you find that info? In the video descriptions? Nice. Yeah, sounds good. So now that we made her, we need to import her. What's he crunching on? It's actually a secret. Let's see here. Sorceress. Here's my super arduous process for importing sprites. At first I wait for Unity to stop lagging. There we go. Clicky clicky. There it is. Now we take this baseline animator that I've configured ages ago, and then we drag and drop our new animation, and it's all done. Easy peasy. All the animations are configured. You just ordered a custom Adventure Time desk pad? What? Oh man, I want an Adventure Time desk pad. That sounds awesome. What's on it? Bro, I love Adventure Time. I have a little BMO somewhere on my desk. Where is he? Look, it's a BMO. I love BMO. BMO is my favorite. You're gonna sit right there by my light. A Hollow Knight desk pad? What? Give me them. Oh, can you get that gob hat somewhere? Yes, if you go on Etsy and you search goblin hat, it's up there somewhere. I'm probably the least ergonomic person ever when I sit in this chair. I'm like... Yeah. Let's kill the horse. Funny Adventure Time moment. Oh yeah, so the sorceress's art is done. Guys, next up is... We want something that spawns enemies out of it. Something that's constantly sitting there just spawning. I think a natural fit for this... And let me reiterate the task for today. The task isn't to make a bunch of enemies, it's to make a bunch of enemy types. Because the problem is, down the line, I'm going to say, I need to add more stuff to the jungle biome. And I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to be like, I don't want to code a bunch of new enemy stuff. I want to reskin the old ones. And so what I'm doing now is making a bunch of reskinnable new mechanical stuff. So I made the sorceress because she's going to have that teleport mechanic. And now I need to make something that spawns other things. So I need a vessel for that as a first attempt. For later on when I actually want to. Maybe for the bees? I got rid of the hive in the desert for now. Or I'm sorry, wasps. Yeah, that could be good. What else? Let's brainstorm a little more. We could add a new little creature that gets spawned. What could that be? A druid? That'd be cool. You found an infinite teeth glitch and that you could buy copper from Clang for 10 teeth and then sell it for 60. Yeah, the economy is it's in shambles. A necromancer. I like where you guys are going with this. I was thinking like bees, but oh man, a little necromancer guy, like a little dark mage, a warlock, a plant monster that plants monster. Okay, these are all good. I really like the necromancer. We're gonna have a necromancer boss eventually, but I like a little dark wizard. I already have two. We're gonna go with that. I really like that idea. We already have. Here's our wizards. We've got the wizard guy. We've got the sorceress, and we've got... Why is this roof here? Where's my last wizard? Where's the elf? Bring me the elf. There he is. This guy. So we need it to be visually distinct. Maybe like a creepy hood? And he summons skeletons? I like that. We already have skeletons in the game, so it's perfect. I love it. Good work, gang. A mask. A mask would be fun. Let's just doodle here and see what happens. I'm gonna take a body here. I'm gonna strip him down. Get rid of his hat. Get rid of his shirt. Get rid of his everything. There we go. Cute. Yes, we could do like a creepy mask. I'm gonna look up Necromancer real quick just to see if I get any like obvious things that I'm missing. Yeah, like a skull mask. Yeah, it looks like they look pretty pale or they have a skull mask. I think a skull mask under a hood is probably the move. Censor that. Sorry. Yep. Hang on. There. How's that? That's a long sensor bar. I mean, what game is this? That looks pretty decent. I like the idea of a mask under a hood. Other than that, I'm not picky. Maybe a staff to show that he's magical. Well, I already have hooded enemies. We could take these cultists and rework them a little. That could save me a lot of animation time. Visually, at least. They're kind of short. You made some cool toucan art. Let's go. I love a good toucan. Large black bar means epic girth. Cultist new art? Looks different. Oh, that's a good question. Maybe actually I won't be able to reuse these guys. They run around with knives. I think it's the same. Maybe I changed it when I actually did all the animations. Animals would be more unique, probably. Okay, yeah, I see. Let's... Let me think. I'm gonna get rid of this sensor bar, actually. I'm gonna go, alright, Krebs, thanks for dropping by. Glad to see you. I'm gonna ditch these guys. I went to Discord for a second and thought he was frozen. I was downloading the chat with my eyes. Hello, Flavored Ice. How's it going? Needs a dark hood, indeed. Let's get some hood action up in here. And the hood's gonna flare out just a smidge. I'm actually gonna get rid of this black outline and redo it. Fill in the cracks. There. It's easier to work with the art when there's only one outline. And then if I ever like mess it up, it's super easy to redo. So I like to do it with one. And then fill it in later. Working on some little dudes. Yes, this guy's gonna be a spooky necromancer. And somebody earlier said that the necromancer maybe isn't as creative as some little critters, but I think we can do both. So this guy's gonna run around spawning skeletons, who are pretty easy to fight. Yeah, how far apart are these? Yeah, okay. We'll see. Work with me, gang. This concept art phase is usually painful to watch. What if when you were killed by the necromancer, then a skeletal ghost with the player's armor would spawn? That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. I like that. I want him to be fully cloaked all the way to the ground. No arms. Spooky, spooky. Like that. Why? Because it's easier to animate. And I'm a lazy boy. Big ol' lazy lad. Why am I not turned on? Where's my symmetry? How do I... There's a button for this. Reset symmetry to view center. There it is. Hello. Ah, much better. I used to do a drawing every day and post it on Instagram. I did that for 500 days in a row. I loved the days where my drawings were symmetrical because it would be twice as fast. So here's to symmetrical art. You're gonna add procedural animation. I'd like to, but probably not. I don't think. You should make the hood flare out more at the bottom. Oh yeah, down here. Let me look at it. Okay, it looks okay. We can experiment a smidge. Whoa. Beware the symmetry tool. It'll erase your cute raccoons. That does look more hoodie. We should have a bit of that. I think I actually kind of like that. We'll give him a silver button, a silver brooch. And hopefully that reads as a mask. Which it might not. Let me quickly experiment No shame in trying new things. You know, the odds that your first attempt are always the best are pretty low. It's always worth trying out another try. Curious how the spooky Aragorn look will do. Just a mysterious head. Not loving it. Can I make it work? Probably not. Weird scar? Question mark? It's very mysterious. I don't know. We can give him a weird staff. Let's try like a skull staff. I'm experimenting, gang. Bear with me. Only the eyes are covered for the skull mask? Half mask? Okay, I'll try a half mask after this, after whatever this is. Okay, sure. Skull on a stick. How small can I make a pixel art skull? It's all off-centered. Oh well. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Okay, well that's a thing. Let's try half mask. We'll try upper half. Give me your lower half, sir. That's not bad. Mouth? I don't do mouths on any of them. But skin pale, big chin. Interesting. You guys have many ideas. We can try. We can give him a big nose. We bring back his scar. We give him big luscious lips. When he's resurrecting them, he could be chanting. Villager nose. Top half is human. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure how well that'll read as skull mouth. We can make it dark because the hood is obscuring it. Hello, Dr. Dubious. How's it going? He's too cute to be attacked. I haven't seen Phantom of the Opera, but doesn't he look like the doesn't he have like a face mask? Yeah. Very Phantom of the Opera. This is tough, guys. What do you guys think? It's in there somewhere. Just gotta chisel it out. Oh, a teeth necklace. I see. Yeah, we could do that. With the top half of the mask, add the teeth to the bottom. Make it seem very small but complete mask. Deer skull would be sick. We kind of did that for the huntress. How do you get the grid? Control apostrophe. And then if you go view grid settings, you can change the distance. Vertical mask split, interesting. I like the idea of the teeth necklace. We'll try that real quick on this one. And then we just gotta pick. Oh man, this is not gonna be easy. How are these gonna read us? Might be too hard. I'll sort of read his teeth, but yeah, and that is a question. If we're gonna have a Necromancer boss later on, deep underground, does this make sense? I think I like it. He can only do like one at a time, one every few seconds, but the Necromancer boss can probably do a lot more. Yeah, okay. I'm not opposed to the necklace. Silver or gold seamed cloak. I like that also. If we can make that work. I've kind of got a silvery vibe going on with this dude. So if we can do this and then make the teeth a little lighter. Maybe, I don't know. And I also need to consider how annoying it'll be to animate. If I make it too complicated, I'm gonna wish I didn't. Something like that's okay. The stick really screams Necromancer. Maybe he needs a staff. Maybe I kind of like... Because this looks like it's just a skeleton man, which I don't want. So these are off the table. Out of these two... Oh, man. I like this one because we can see him chant while he's summoning. So I definitely want the mouth to show, and I like the skull mask on the eyes. I think... This plus stick, maybe ditch the bone necklace, as much as I liked it, might be what I'm happiest with. The stick needs some work, but the idea is there. What if the bone staff with no skull? Like a cartoonishly long bone. Oh man, that's something. Yeah, so I'm actually just gonna erase these. Sorry guys. There we go. Hey. Now we can mess around with bone stick. What am I doing? New bone stick. Is there any way I can make his hands? I meant to be doing some art alongside this stream, but this is too much fun. I like doing concept art. So fun. I need another treat. When will the demo be ready? Hoping for May. Floating staff. That could be fun. Now let's give him... Ooh, red eyes. I do like the bone staff. We'll circle around to the bone staff. Maybe we might do the arm. We might do it as much as we don't want to. Needs some work, but not awful. I don't like the red eyes. It makes it look like one of those albino rats. Holding a skull. Ooh, that's fun. I need to keep a copy that's... Holding a skull is interesting. We'll duplicate that. I have skulls. Why am I redrawing skulls? Give me a skull. Somebody hand me a skull. Where's a skull? There should be some skulls on the floor. Over here. What? Where are they? Aha! Oh, they're sideways. Is that all the skulls? Oh, there's one. It's a little big. Alright, fresh skull. We'll see if we can take this guy. Where'd my friend go? There he is. Oh, it's way too big. What am I doing? Whatever. Whatever. Fresh skulls. Fine. Fresh out of the oven. Oh, they have to be properly sized, huh? We'll do that. It doesn't make sense if it's super tiny. Lower accurate skull size. If I'm gonna get flamed for inaccuracies in this game, it's not gonna be because my skulls are too small. Oh, this is it, guys. I like the weird skull holding. That's really fun. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, the eyes can glow like red or something while he's chanting. He's got a skull t-shirt. Yeah, he's pulling apart his robe. He's like, I like death metal. Why am I on the wrong layer? What is this? BG3? That was weird. Yeah, we'll do that. It really does look like he's pulling apart his... Well, when he moves to the side, it'll be clear. It'll be clear. Let's make a copy. We're going to call this Human Necromancer. Hey, can I pick your brain about something if you don't mind? I'm trying to decide if using... Sorry, the chat keeps moving. 8x8 versus 32x32 from two different artists. Since I'm not an artist, what feedback can you give me about those? I would say 32x32 is going to take a lot longer. If I could make this game look good at 8x8, I would. I mean, it might be doable. But yeah, it's gonna take a lot longer because, I mean, 8x8 is what, 64 pixels, and 32x32 is 32 by 32, 1024. So that's 30 times more pixels, you know, per tile. 30 times the work. So if you can get it to look real good with 8x8, I say do that in a heartbeat. But that is hard to do, especially if the enemies are scaled similarly. Like, you know, I wanted my person to look comfortable sitting in a single 20x20 tile. So that's why I went with 20x20. I drew this little guy. I was like, this looks like a good size for this little guy. And I was like, okay, well, how wide should the tiles be under him? I guess he'd fit in a 20x20 doorway. So each tile's 20. That's how I chose mine. If you were to do 8x8, though, I mean, that is this. So if you did something similar and your little guys were this big, I mean, that's a little small. Like if we were to draw Mario, I mean, how much detail can you get here? He needs his mustache. He needs his overalls. Oh, he's gonna be buff Mario. There we go. That's not impossible. But is a game with, you know, art that looks like this gonna look as nice as something bigger? Probably not, but it's gonna be a lot less work. Oh man. Here we go. It's kind of cute. This would be a good like RTS game, I think. Little dudes. Oh yeah. This isn't Mario. This is Goblio. He's a goblin. See, look, he's there. Goblio. Completely separate. Yeah, don't sue me, Nintendo. How's it going, Remnant? Remnant? An Easter egg scene where him and the Paladin and some of the others are doing a concert with the goblins moshing. Goals. Goals for sure. Where'd my guy go? The guy that we painstakingly... Yeah, here we go. Cool. I thought I made a new folder. There it is. Human Necromancer. Necromancer. I shouldn't have capitalized it like that. I hope to make a cool game like yours. Well, hopefully it's cool. We'll see. The jury's still out. But I appreciate it. I'm sure you can. Alright, there he is. I like this guy. I think we did decent work here. Reset symmetry to center. So we want... I center all my sprites at their feet. That way, if I put them at position 10, 10, I know that they're going to be standing right... That's their origin point. It's going to be right there. There we go. Of course, with stuff with an odd number of sprites, it won't... Or pixels, it won't center properly, but... We get as close as we can. Now we say go away symmetry. We don't want you. Short king for sure. How uncanny would it be if the mouth didn't move? That would be disturbing. You don't have no feet. Ah, they're in there. We can give them some big ol' stinkers if you want. Some toes. There we go. We can give him some legs. Maybe like that. Yeah. I don't know, that kind of takes away his mystery. Feet for free? I know. What am I doing? I can't tell you how many feet I've drawn for the Devlogs. You'd be surprised how many of those drawings are feet. Make it big and detailed. This is like a really realistic foot. There we go. How's that? We'll give him 4 toes because we're limited on pixels. Need some toenails. There we go. Just for you guys. Every game needs a big toed necromancer. Undo, 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 undo. There we go. Yeah, I think I like the no legs. It does. You're right. It does make sense that he would have legs, but I like the. Well, whatever. Legs. I like it. You've convinced me. Now let's do his idle animation. We say, "Go away, sorceress." Bigfoot was a necromancer. Get some water. It looks like he's singing. Like a little choir boy holding his prop. He is blinking and out of existence. Does Jesus Christ exist for the humans? That's a good question. No. Not really. I'm trying to think if there's some sort of parallel, but I don't think so. They worship kind of the sun, I guess. They're trying to spread the light. And they have a deity tied to the sun. That they, you know. Big feet, short king, necromancer, hobbit. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. Alright, so my animations, I typically have them go down a frame. So we're going to take him and we're going to shrink him as if he's squatting. Just ever so slightly. Boop. And I have him linger there for a frame. Then I have him pop back up. But on the pop-up, because his head has momentum, it stays down for a frame. But only the front part of it, as if he's nodding. So we take the front part of his face, which is going to go... I think the skull should actually do it too. Maybe. No. I'm going to say no. I'm going to veto that. And we need to close his mouth. Get that mouth closed. What are you doing? You're making a fool of yourself. There we go. Mouth closed while we're not chanting. Okay. That looks decent. His mouth open. I know, it's very open. Not anymore. What if their equivalent to Jesus is called Soul in the legend? He was one to pierce the darkness for the humans. I like it. Goblin game of Jesus. Just what we needed. I feel like his chin should be a pixel shorter when his mouth is closed. You smart person, you. That's actually a good point. What was I thinking? And also avoids that awkward collision with the top of the skull. I like it. I like it a lot. Death metal should be an instrument. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I could add. I already have the lutes that look like guitars. You could do the attacks with them. I just need to make an electric one. Now we gotta turn him sideways. Luckily, this guy's kind of cylindrical shaped, you know? He looks like a bullet, you know? To rotate him, it should be pretty easy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag over a copy so we can look at it. We're gonna get rid of these other frames because I hate this flickering. Stop flickering. Cut it out. Now, all we're going to do is slide stuff around and squish stuff because we're lazy. So I know it's going to be kind of an up and to the right angle. So I'm going to do a little bit of this. Smush in the nose to one side. And we're going to smush in an eye. Which, trust the process, we're going to scooch all of this over here a bit. Like that. And we do want his hood to slink back a smidge. kind of look like that. With a little pooch. Little pouch. Pooch. We're going to move his hands. The skull is going to have to get a similar treatment. A lot of my pixel art is just like shifting stuff. I don't really draw with the pencil much. And then we're going to want all of this to kind of go like this. And then we can go like this. We can get rid of this hand. And we can slide this over here. There. It helps to kind of think of it as like a 3D object, I've found. If that makes sense. And try not to think of it as pixels. But that's a very abstract way to describe it. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, this should be 1 pixel closer. His nose, well, boop, boop. Actually, no, it should, for sure. Yeah, no, I think that's fine, actually. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. Who is this little dude? Why does he have a skull? He's our Necromancer. That's a good question, Tom. He's our Necromancer. He channels the skull's power to resurrect skeletons. I don't know. We just thought it was cute. A little Necromancer holding his little skull. It's adorable. There we go. That's good. Artificer Dwarf with a barrel mecha. That'd be awesome. I am going to have an Artificer Dwarf in the volcano. I haven't done him yet. He probably won't make it in the demo. I'm going to lock off the volcano probably, but that's the plan. He's going to have a big spider mech was the idea. But we'll see if that happens. We actually even have the music done for it. I just haven't done it. Wow, look up what a skull looks like from the side. I know what a skull looks like from the side. You saying the top's too short? A skull from the side. They do need to be long. That's true. But we're going with, does this throw off the cartooniness? Okay. Nice. I do like that. I was skeptical, but I think a little more realism was indeed in order. Yeah, we'll go with that. I like it. Okay, I think we're happy with him. We're going to get rid of his cousin here. I'm going to go eat some pecan pie. Ooh, that sounds good. Enjoy your pie. Pie time. Oh, why is he doing that? Now we need his head to bob again, as we'd mentioned. Which should probably look like a this. There we go. Looks decent. Don't want to spend too much more time on that. Now we need him to look, up and to the right, which usually is a simple matter of taking this, moving it down a smidge. What am I doing? It should be you getting this treatment, not you. And then a little bit of that. He's not going to be super recognizable from the back, but that's okay. And then the back line up here, these shoulders are going to be a little higher. Something like that. I'm going to have to consult with this. That's decent. Guys, I started watching Cyberpunk. I haven't seen it yet somehow. It's pretty good. His arms are pretty far forward. That's actually pretty decent. Should have the cloak drag on the floor. I like that. It's a fun idea. Monopoly, invest in such property, start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Oh, I see. Lucky's giving us business advice. A massive pale bust. You're right. Where's his cheeks? Lucky, are you? What is going on here? She sells seashells. Oh, are you talking about this? She sells Sally's business strategy? Give the man cheeks. I don't think he deserves them. Alright. Now we just need one more. One more and we're out of the woods. Let's take this one. I don't love that. Copy it. Paste it as our reference. Get rid of the little thingy. Yep, we'll do that. All right. Animating, we love animating so much. So fun. Not monotonous, not tedious. Fun, fun, fun. Oh my gosh, a battle royale in my stream avatars? I can't believe it. Someday I hope to be as lazy, efficient as Wad and Ace, right? I'm laziness incarnated. Any shortcut I can take, I will. There it is. Look at that. That's an enemy. It looks like a pawn on a chessboard. Which is okay. I care not. Oh, we need to do the little thingy majig. Alright. Now that's an enemy. Oh, did he move up a pixel? Sir? Oh, I see. I see what's happening. There we go. Oi, oi. Cooperate. You won. Let's go, Jules. Hey, name. How's it going? Long time no see. Welcome in. Just hydrating. Love hydrating. We're making an enemy. Here's our little Necromancer guy. He's a cutie patootie. We just did his idle animations. Now we gotta do... Oh, all my tabs crashed. We gotta do his summon animations and his walk animations. Luckily, we don't have to do his arms for the walk animations. There's nothing worse than making arms swing while you're trying to make your walk animation. I got other things to do. Here's a question. Here his cloak drapes out the sides, but here it doesn't. This could be seen by my competitors as a weakness, which I will not stand for. Do you have some sort of template for the animations at the bottom? I copied an old file, and then I just started drawing over it. I made a new layer, erased everything else, just so I wouldn't have to make all these labels again. Then what happens is, in Unity, it recognizes the names, and you can do what are called override animators, where I basically say, hey Unity, this animation that I'm importing from Sprite, it's the same as whatever I drag and drop here, enemy-based animator. So I don't have to redo all of this animation junk. It just it'll use the same animation trees. So if we go over to enemy-based animator, select it. Here's the animator tree for an enemy. As you can see, it's very complicated, but every single enemy in the game uses the same one. So I just have to make sure that all my files have these exact same names in their tags, and it'll import each of these animations all automatically. So every time I add a new enemy, it's simply a matter of doing the art, copying the prefab, and giving it a new giving it all the new characteristics that it needs, like a new name, new damage values, new whatever. Pretty fast. I think we've got like 60 enemies in the game. And you can see there's lots I'm not going to use here. Special up B, special up, down, dodge, moving up. Different enemies will have different code that can use these or not use these. But the animation tree remains the same for all of them, so it's pretty easy. Are your enemies made with JSON files? They aren't, so modding is going to be... I could make a template. It would be possible. It would be possible. But... since each of the enemies can be so different, each game object can be so, like, I don't know. Some of them have lights on them, some of them won't, and I don't know. If I could go back in time, I would have made it so that they could just be from a JSON file, I think. How do you get the twin villagers Bug and Twig in the playtest? They should be scattered in the world somewhere. I think Bug is in the underground mine dungeon, which used to just spawn anywhere, but now I think it spawns in the desert. Twig? Oh man, where is Twig? I don't know, how could I forget? Twig is in the underground tundra dungeon. The underground ice fortress. Why does my onion skin only show the next frame and not the previous frame? I tried checking and unchecking. Ooh, that is really weird. I don't use the onion skin, so I can't really help you there. That's actually really strange. Let's give him a walk. Yeah, that's really weird. What's your least favorite thing about Sprite? Ooh. Honestly, the File Explorer. I wish it would just open Windows File Explorer. I don't like this. Like having to go up and, I don't know. It's kind of janky. It's not bad though. Everything else, I'm really in love with this. I think it's a fantastic program. I don't have a lot of qualms with it. It might be kind of nice if there was zoom that was not discrete like this. If you could, I understand that it would distort it, but if there was at least an option, that could be kind of cool. I remember when I first got it, I was like, I want to be in the middle. But now I'm so used to it that it doesn't matter. I'm trying to think of other things that I've annoyed me early on, but that's kind of the big one. I think I've been using it too long to have proper critiques anymore. I'm too used to it. It's kind of... This is how it is. Okay, so this is 1 foot's down and he's on the ground. And now we need to move up a pixel. This foot moves into the background. This one comes up closer. This should actually stay like that. Let's see how that looks. Sorry, I'm using my brain. My tiny brain needs to think. Shift H. That's not bad. We could have his head sway side to side. That'd be kind of cute. Maybe. Nah, that might look a little weird. Boop, boop, boop. Now to the left. Like so. Boop. Oh, that is kind of cute. He's really booking it. I like it. Massive cake for the massive feet? Maybe. He's blinking it out of existence. Auto-generated text. That sounds fun. Hey, Wada, I want to work on a 2D sandbox game inspired by Minecraft. Like a retro-style Minecraft with Terraria POV. Oh, I see. So like a side view. I see. Should I try to keep the blocky nature of it due to this? Or try my own style? Interesting. Oh, like, I feel like... Sandbox, huh? I feel like blocks are pretty, I mean, I'd imagine you need to stick to some sort of grid, unless you're doing like a Noita-style physics system, which sounds like a pain. Yeah, I mean, I think the blocky vibes are solid. What do you think they say about people with big feet? Big skulls in their hands, that's for sure. His hood should wiggle, yes. Yeah, floating would be cool. Ominously floating around. I could go for floating. I think I'm too lazy though. I think we're gonna go with this. We have enough floating, guys. That is a good idea though. Is he gonna be chanting? Yes, he will. Nice music. Thank you. I abandoned my headphones for the sake of the goblin hat. So I can't hear the music. Hopefully it's good. I lead others to a treasure I cannot possess. Alright, so these animations are the worst running ones. They're just so annoying. So we have this foot going forward. Actually, let me be smart about this. We need to move his head down and forward slightly. Oh yeah, he's grooving. Look at that. He's like, oh yeah. You hearing this skull? This is my jam. Okay, head forward slightly. Now we're gonna do 1 foot down in the front, or very front, as this one comes back. And then on the other side, it's gonna be the opposite. This one's gonna be down over here, while the other one is in no man's land. Okay. And then in between, we're going to have them hop. And then we have to make the feet make sense. So this foot's down, and then the next frame, it flies backwards. So we want this to be up here, and this one to be flying back. And we'll deal with the cape dragging next. That one comes down. Next, it's going to fly back, as this one comes in up top. Sorry, I have to talk through this because it's very, very mental. Okay. Now we need the cape to drag properly. I think we're just gonna have it do that. I think that's valid. Let's see. It should straighten out, because earlier it was like resting smushed into the ground. It should probably be more like that, huh? This is close enough. What if Squidward came to your door and started dancing? Bro, I'd love that. That'd be awesome. Can we do a boss fight? The boss fights are so janky, though. I can ask for one. I think it was exclamation mark boss fight. Will there be any procedural animation in the game? I don't think there will. I do not have any experience with such things. I don't remember the command. I'm just going to spam them. Especially, yeah. That sounds tough. Ooh, okay, this one's going to be easy. We just do that. And then we move him up a frame, or a pixel. I keep saying frame. Do that. What is this? Oh, that's the skull. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, and we didn't make the head turn for the this one. Gotta do that. Guys, did anybody see the Sonic movie? I watched the Sonic movie. I was super sick when I went to see it. Not like contagious sick. I had like food poisoning. It was not a good time, but oh man, it was great. No spoil? I might. Just kidding. I would never. I was a Sonic kid. I grew up playing all the Sonic games. Mostly the GameCube ones. Those were the ones I liked the most. I never really got into the DS or the Game Boy ones. Sorry, Sonic. Just weren't as fun. I liked... Yeah. You didn't like it? Oh, you tried Sonic Colors. Yeah, same. I bet Sonic was in the movie. Hey, nothing new. We need to avoid spoilers. Okay, looking decent. We can do the thing here as well. We can have there, it's wiggling, see? That's so subtle. Now we do the walk up. Aren't these animations fun, everyone? Aren't we having fun? Fun, fun. We need to move this down. And we go uppies. And we're gonna have this shrink in ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Yo. Oh. Party Radish. Spoilers. Vamp. He does look kind of vampy. This is our Necromancer. I like the run. He looks kind of... I like the head shake. That's fun. Let's do the same thing here. Left, right. What's the backstory? Since this guy's just gonna be one of those grunt enemies that spawns all the time, he doesn't have a backstory. But he does look like he has main character energy, doesn't he? Can't give him cake? Oh man. It's under the cape, I promise. I assure you. I like to take all the animations and make them spin. Whee! It's a good test to see if you animated it properly. I think I did good with his little head bub. His little antenna. The cape looks decent. It's not perfect. Good enough for me. I'll take it. Warts and all. Oh, what? Color curve? I've never used this. Whoa. What did I do? F12? F11? Ah! What? What is this? Oh, this is Steam. Okay, okay. It's like, what? Eastbright's been recording me? Underneath that mask, it's actually Rouge the Bat. Yeah, as soon as she takes the mask off, you hear the saxophone. Sonic X Shadow Generations. Never played it. I cannot vouch for it. Now we need the summon. Here we go, guys. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. We need the mouth. We need the longer jaw. Aw. Ah. He's at the dentist. Red eyes? Red eyes? Have him hold the skull like Hamlet. Oh, with one hand like this? Oh man, that'd be funny. Hamlet holding skull. Oh man. Oh, looking at him. I kind of like that. I don't know if I can make it look good. Maybe. What if he just throws it? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, throws it in the ground and it grows a skeleton. That'd be sick. Yeah, the fast and quick and dirty solution is to just have him have it glow while he's chanting, but I agree that the fun thing is holding it like Hamlet. Alright, real quick. We'll give it a shot. Let's see if we can make that look good. I might not be able to make it work while it's facing him. But we can maybe... Hurry up. There we go. I ain't doing all that. What if he held it over his head? His arms are too short. We could have him do that. Are they going to be pets? Probably eventually. But I don't have any yet. But this, now we have to give him a body. Make it levitate. Somebody said pale skin at one point, and I had ignored it, but I think he needs pale skin. Something a la... I'm okay with this. It's better than this. Here he looks like a little choir boy. Pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. We'll go with this. It is not without its flaws. Yeah, let's go with the... Oh, man. Oi, oi. There we go. We'll do... I like the pale, I think. I mean, he doesn't look bad tan, but I think he looks more ghastly and spooky. You make his skin a random color? Oh, interesting. I could. So, boom. 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 There. Skin tone changed. Let's make sure this looks okay. I'm gonna take this and do that and that. Yes. I'm gonna get this a little lower. Cool. Ooh, have him pale out during the chanting. That could be fun. He's he's clapping it. Bad skull. Bad. That's funny. I'm not gonna give him a wind up animation. I'm just gonna have him go from idling or running or whatever he's doing to I think a wind up animation would be nice, but not necessary. There we go. This lets me change timings in code easier too. Let's see how this looks. I'm not sure I love the red. It keeps giving me albino rat vibes. Maybe purple. Purple has kind of traditionally been my color of evil in this game. It's not perfect, but albino rats are cool. We could ease into it a little bit more. Ooh, sickly green is good. Yeah, a lot of yellow in there. Oh, wait, hang on. I used the bright one too early. Is he malfunctioning? It sure looks like it. I'm okay with him looking a little funky during this. Doing a little dance. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Boop, 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 boop. Robot Hobbit Necromancer. I think he's cute. He's, we can have some, I could do this with particle effects. Yeah, we can give him some weird particles. He's exposing himself. What if he were naked under? Well, he's mostly naked. He's got a little loincloth. Nah, we'll give him clothes. Have some decency, Mr. Necromancer. Ooh, yeah, some little bones floating. That'd be sick. Oh, wait. That needs to be that color. There. Well, I think I'm going to end it here. This is, I'm going to call him done. Ooh, we have to do our double outline, guys. So we highlight everything. Shift O, and we do everything except for the bottom one. Boop. There we go. Now he's thick. Cool. Not too bad. There we go. Wait, where's my exit button? What has happened here? What's the hotkey for making your... It's not full screen. Hotkey, make X button, go away Windows. Anybody know? Anybody know what I've done to my window here? F11? Could be. Ah, thank you. Yeah, full screen. I should have known. Necromancer. Sorry, no cheeks for the Necromancer. No, no, no. Bonk. You use Linux now. Let's go. I used Linux for a little while in college, but I didn't like it. I was trying to be cool, but it backfired. Guys, guess who's going violin shopping on Saturday? That's right. No more $150 Amazon violin. It's time for the big leagues. Why didn't you like it? I don't really... I think I was trying to download a bunch of applications and I was tired of jumping through hoops. Bro plays violin. The word play should be used very carefully. I've been doing lessons for 2 years and I'm like not awful, but I'm not that great. I would call myself a beginner still. Like maybe the upper end of beginner, almost intermediate. Maybe another 6 months and I'll be intermediate. The game theory video about how the Necromancer is Rouge the Bat. It's confirmed. It is canon, everyone. Mark my words right now. This is Rouge. His violin skills are like his charisma. That's true. Just like learning violin. Still learning how to talk to people. Okay, let me think. What's next? Are we gonna keep going? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's do another. Let's do one more. What are we doing? Let me look at my list. Necromancer that spawns. Alright guys, here's what's next. We need an enemy. You know, in Hades, I hate to reference other games, but that's basically what this is. There's those little creatures. I actually don't even remember what they look like. Are they spiders? They run around and they throw mines on the ground. And that's all they do. They just run around throwing mines, annoying you. Yeah, the little pest things. Let me Google an image for you guys. Hades mine throwing enemies. Tartarus. No, it's not these guys. It's in the last stage. Well, my microphone's saggy. You okay, buddy? Fields of Morning? Is that what it's called? No, that's Hades 2. Cockatrice inspired enemy. I need to Google what that is. Oh, that could be fun. Enemies. They are in not Elysium, the one after Elysium. No, they're early on. Hang on, give me a second. Are they actually just called pests? Yeah, these guys. Yeah, they are called pests. Okay, you, I didn't realize you were saying the name of it. Yeah, these little guys, they're little pots, and they run around and they shoot mines at you, and they're really annoying. That's what we're doing, basically. Except it might just be grenades instead of mines. So we need a little bomber guy. I'm thinking just a little guy with a big bag that runs around throwing bombs. A gnome? You drive a hard bargain. Yeah, he could look kind of artificery. I wouldn't mind that. TNT barrel. Should they be mines or should they be bombs? Let me decide on that. The player already has... We don't have a mine mechanic. I don't have a mechanic for a bomb that you place on the ground and it's proximity based. I mean, I do, actually. The mushrooms and the black mushrooms explode like that, so that should be easy to add. Tiny little guy with a giant cannon. Cannon could work. Plants vs. Zombies reference. Okay, let me quickly check if there's other stuff on my list. An enemy with a big shield. Interesting. Alright, so the two that I have remaining are somebody with a shield that can block and somebody that shoots little mines. I think we'll go with mines instead of bombs. In which case, I'm not sure about the cannon. Ooh, an enemy that throws nets. That could be fun. Yeah, we do need I feel like a gladiator would be a good fit. Gnome bomber. I like gnome bomber. I'm going to quickly Google that exact phrase just to see if anything inspires me. I'm very heavy on the get inspired by Google Images workflow. You know, come up with a loose concept and then look around and see if anything sparks any new ideas. The problem is, I have been very disturbed by the amount of AI that makes it into Google Images. Like, you Google something, like even an animal. If you Google like a tiger, it's just AI all over the place. It's like, I want to see a tiger, not an AI's representation of a tiger, you know? Like, if I wanted that, I would have gone to some AI model. But I digress. Artificer. Little gnome guy. Little gnome. Yeah, like, show me some creative artist's interpretation of a gnome bomber, not an AI model's best guess. I guess some of these gnomes have elf-ish ears and some of them don't. I think I'll go with elf ears for my little gnome fellas. Beards seem pretty common. I can go with a beard. Goggles for sure. Raising cockatrices, big chickens and roosters with a snake tail and spit acid. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I could go for that. We don't have like a poultry. We don't have anything that lays. Well, that have eggs that you can eat or use. All the eggs in the game are used for breeding. Alright, gnome it is. I don't have a clear image in my head of what this is going to look like, so we're going to have to fiddle around with it a little bit, gang. What? Can you take a look at my walking animation? Yes, I can. Hello, Tinkus. We are working on new enemies. So this right here is our Necromancer that we just finished. He's kind of cute. I like him. He runs around with his little skull. Once he feels safe, he summons more skeletons. I really like him. These are some of the other concepts that didn't quite make it. But you, sir, are now in the game. Ta-da! We also made the sorceress, who floats around dramatically. Where is she? There she is. That's her only animation, really. She just floats around, shooting laser beams at you. Yeah, harvesting the acid would be cool. What is the hardest math that you've had to do for the project? That's a good question. The hardest math didn't make it into the final version of the game. I made a compute shader that would do dynamic shadows. You feed the compute shader the positions of the lights and the positions of anything that blocks light. And I can't remember. This was like a year and a half ago, so I don't remember all the details. I think you send it a list of all of the polygons, like the points, the vertices of all of the colliders in this scene that block light. And it will go through and it will calculate per pixel whether or not the light should be present there. And there was a lot of crazy trigonometry that went into that. It was, it worked, but it wasn't very performant. So I axed it. And I used, now I use a mesh solution instead on the CPU. But that was pretty crazy. What made it into the game that's math heavy? Honestly, not much. I use a lot of like functions for timing. Like I'll be like, "Ooh, I want this thing to move up and down in like, I guess like a parabolic shape, for example." And just the comfortability to be able to really quickly be like, I don't know, manipulate it so that it starts and stops at the right point. There's really not much. It's really nothing that complicated. I think if you do like trig, I think anyone who's gone through Algebra 2 can do everything that I've done. I don't think I've had any calculus. I don't think I've had to use anything fancy. Yeah. Yeah, Algebra 2 is probably the highest that it goes. How'd you learn Unity? I used the Unity Learn tutorials, and I used the, they have some sample projects that I went through. And then it was just a matter of, I was like, okay, I know everything now. I'm going to try to make a big game. And then I would, I could do the small things. Like if I wanted to make a gun that would shoot something, I could do that. Or if I wanted to make an enemy, like have a walk animation as you walk around, I could do that. But then the problem was I didn't realize how much time everything would take. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to add this thing. And it would just take forever. Or I would make a whole system and be like, cool, my enemy spawning system now works. Oh, man, but now I need to make a scene-changing system. That makes all my enemy spawning stuff completely useless. I have to redo all of it, So learning the big picture, like don't do this, you should do that, here's how you structure it, that's where the real learning was. And that was years and years of just trying to make big projects and failing and failing and failing. So this project, I went into it knowing exactly what I wanted and pretty much exactly how I was going to do it. I did some quick experiments with multiplayer because I had never done that before, and I was like, okay, this makes sense. I think I can structure the game this way. And it was just kind of a matter of shredding through and doing it. Which it takes a while to get to that point, but once you're there, it's a lot of fun to just kind of be able to like, oh, I need to add this thing, let me just go do it, you know? How do you deal with game design, doc, planning, and boards? Since it's just me, I don't really need like a game design, well, my game design doc initially, when I was like, okay, I'm going to make this game, I sat down with my iPad with good notes, and I was just kind of writing down what I thought the main like gameplay loop would be. Like, what are you doing day to day? What sort of combat would there be? How would the combat feed into the gameplay loop? Like, what's going to motivate you to go fight things? What else is going to feed into the gameplay loop? Like, I wanted some sort of, you know, I wanted all of the essentials, like the farming and fishing and stuff, but was it really necessary? What does that get you? What is the money that you get go in towards? And what are those, you know, say they go to potions. Do you really need the potions? So I guess combat has to be challenging to make it so that you do need them. I don't know. You know, trying to make a plan for what do you get? What do you sell? What do you use? What do you want? What are the things you want? What are the things that you have at your disposal to get those things that you want? Things like that. Trying to imagine the whole game as much as I can on paper first. There were a lot of ideas that got axed. Originally, I wanted all the enemies to be simulated and have them like slowly invade the island over time. But while that's a cool idea and it sounds cool, I couldn't get away for it to really feel fun in my head without just like a crazy system that was really adaptive. It would have been a ton of work for something that just, I don't know. It sounds really cool on paper, but I couldn't convince myself that it would be incredibly fun for the amount of work it would be. So now I just do edge spawning. But I don't know. Why do you double outline everything? I like how it looks. It is an interesting design choice. I also think it's a design choice that makes it look a little, I don't know what the word is, grungier, I guess. Oh yeah, I need to draw a gnome. I should draw while I talk. That'd be smart. I mean, games that use the double outline are kind of, I don't know. I think Binding of Isaac when I see double outlines. I want something that's a little like, I want to convey that kind of janky vibe, I guess. I don't know. That was my thought. I actually started the game with a single outline. I got maybe months into development, and then I tried the double outline, and I was like, I like this a lot more. The single outline just doesn't hit as much for me, but yeah, I don't know. Carrying a wheelbarrow filled with mines. Its tall red pointed hat, fluffy white beard, crazed eyes, and goggles. I like the, yeah, I was trying to figure out how I was going to signify that this is a gnome visually. We'll do shortness, pointy ears. Actually, we can kind of give him goblin stature. We'll take this goblin. Maybe a little skinnier. It's not often I give an enemy goblin proportions. Have you tried Marvel Rivals? Season 1 comes out tomorrow, and I'm excited. I have tried it. I played with my friend a little bit. I was a big Overwatch kid back in the day. It was a lot of fun. It gave those old Overwatch vibes. I had fun with it. I haven't played it a ton. I mostly played as the shark guy, Jeff. But I enjoyed it. Yeah, I love the double outline. Enemy idea. Dog wolf who stuns, drags, and attracts other enemies. That'd be awesome. I do need to make it so that enemies can attract other enemies. That would make the human like fortresses more formidable. I'm gonna write that down. I need to do that. I've been meaning to. Yeah, if you bother one, if one of them gets agitated, it can summon all the others within earshot. That should be really easy to code, actually. I could just set them to agitated. Will humans ever fight humans? No, I've considered making it so that enemies can fight, like the natives on the island, like this ostrich thing. This could maybe run up to a group of humans and attack them if they're both spawned. Because there's a lot of like third parties that are neutral, like the wasps and most of the nature, because you know, I mean, not everybody's gonna be friendly to the goblins. So like the mushroom people, they'll attack the goblins on sight too. I'd like to make it so that they would attack humans as well. They're adding the Fantastic Four. Hey, Sir Gobbyton, how's it going, Iciest Bear? Is that an Ice Bear reference from We Bear Bears? I think I've watched every episode of that show, despite being 26 years old. It's a good show for while I'm drawing sometimes. Do you think you could try a concept for the cockroaches livestock after this, maybe? Could be. I'm not on the livestock adding phase yet. I do want to add a few more before the demo releases. I'm planning on adding them on February 13th if all goes according to schedule. I'll add consider cockatrices. On the gnome focus mat. Ah, other way. Oh, thank you, Timmy. $2 in my pocket. Make the gnome shorter than the goblin red hat. Yes, I like the red hat. It's very gnomey. My grandmother was a prolific knitter, and she would knit these little gnomes. Gnome. Alright. New what? Gotta be careful. Should the gnomes have crazy eyes? That'd be wild. Fat gnome. Fat gnome. Did somebody say over the garden wall? Who watched Over the Garden Wall? I love Over the Garden Wall. I dressed up as, for Comic-Con last year, I dressed up as Wirt, and my brother was Greg. Smaller body. Yeah, he fat. He a fat boy. Fat boy kind of cute. I'm torn between Fat Gnome and Skinny Gnome. Let's see Skinny Gnome before we make a judgment. I don't like... I won't do the different eyes. I think that's a bad idea. What a goofy looking fella. What if gnome with a little fuse in their hats? They look like they have dynamite hats. That's actually really funny. He's gonna look like a little Santa helper. It looks so whimsical. Let's do that. He's like a little man. Reporting for duty, sir. There we go. I think that's good. He's so cute. Looks like a Hershey's kiss. Yes. Our little Hershey's boy. He's beautiful. Little lad. The red hat is very stereotype gnome, which I'm not necessarily opposed to, but we might tweak it a little. Maybe less bright. We'll see. If he's just scurrying around causing mischief, I want him to have a little beard. When I do the beards, I normally do a dark part or a light part for the stash. No. Yep, that's it. There we go. Cute little fella. Huh. He looks like a little Santa Claus. We're very deep in stereotype territory here in terms of just fantasy gnome, which isn't bad. Is the player gonna be like, what on earth is happening? I think it's okay. I think it fits just fine. Maybe it's the fact that I never use red so boldly. I guess except for explosives. I guess that fits then. The only place I really use red is explosives. Oh, and these plants. Okay, I'm not opposed to it. Let's see what else we can do here. We gotta make his mustache more prominent. Make an event where Michael could go undercover as a human by putting on a human mask over his goblin one. Lower the head 1 pixel. It does look strange, doesn't it? I think his shoulders need to be raised up. Okay. This actually could go down a pixel. Traffic cone hat. Traffic cone. Let me think. Is there any other way to convey that this guy... I want him to have a huge backpack. That's what I want. It'll be more obvious when he's... I'll put him over here so I don't ruin him. Let's give him a backpack. A backpack full of explosives. Just like the average American school student these days. Let's see. Backpack. I guess that's more firearms. Here we go. Whoa. Ooh, thank you for the super chat. Do you like my earlier idea? A red goblin berserker who comes to the village after bosses who will tell you that they wish to join the village, but you must prove that you can lead them first. Ooh, I do like that. That'd be a good, like post hard, like you know how Trey does like the hard mode thing where you beat the boss and then everything changes on the island. I guess it is an island. Trey is an island, huh? And then everything gets harder. That'd be a good hard mode enemy. I'll keep that in my back pocket. I do like that. This isn't a gnome, it's just an American child. Yep, this is an elementary schooler right here. What if we do this? Big bag energy. Barrel. Ooh, barrel. Yeah, barrel. Barrel. I was gonna do a bag, but barrel's pretty awesome. I have barrels. We gotta be consistent. I always do that. Like, for example, I drew these skulls here. Here. And then I drew a skull on a stick. And then I drew another skull pile over here. I gotta make sure all my skulls are consistent. Then I got skulls on these guys. What was I doing? Barrel. We're on a barrel hunt. Barrel, 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 barrel. Barrel. There's a barrel. That's brown. That's purple. I need a brown barrel. Ah, there you are. Hello, sir. Hello? There he is. Cute little guy. Cutie. I'm gonna catch up with chat. Write this down because my dumb mind probably won't remember this tomorrow. I will. I'll put it in my nice to haves eventually list. There we go. Alright, I'm done for the night. See you later, what? Alright, Jules, thanks for dropping by. Oh, Timmy, a gaming channel, huh? That could be fun. Two barrels. Well, hold your horses. 2 barrels for 1 gnome? Oh my goodness. I can't believe my ears. A gaming channel would be fun if people want to watch me play games, but I don't know if that's the case. Am I interesting to watch for games? Who knows? I think I'd be down to do that. That could be fun. I've never streamed Well, yeah, I've never really streamed games. Do I have any friends that would join me? I got a couple. That could be kind of fun. I did like the idea of a big bag that's slightly open at the top with bombs falling out. That would be awesome. Oh, I see. That's a good point, Aime. Second the petition? Yeah, do I have any friends? Friends, huh? Field of Mystria. Oh, I forgot I streamed Field of Mystria. I didn't love that game. I'm going to be honest. I'm so picky with games. I'll play 10 minutes and say, this is the worst game I've ever played. It could be I would very much enjoy Fields of Mystery if I gave it more of a chance. I think it had potential. Maybe I just need to give it more time. I do that with all sorts of games. I did that with Factorio at first, and now it's one of my favorites. Hayden, I forgot about Hayden. Oh my goodness, I've left Hayden behind. My big hunk of a man. What have I done? I'd be down for a gaming channel. That could be fun. What's the Demolitionist doing here? He's here to cause a ruckus, and that's it. He's got ruckus on the mind. That's for sure. Make sure to get rid of the double outline on the barrel, otherwise it's gonna mess. Yes, that is true. I do like the idea of a bag also. Let's experiment more with the barrel. See what we can pull off. And then if we're not happy with it, we'll bag it up. Give him a monobrow, say less. Let me quickly experiment with different colored beards. I'm not loving it. Nope. Lid of barrel like hanging off but attached by some string. That'd be awesome. Big dynamite. Just a huge stick of dynamite. I'm torn between barrel and bag, and that's going to be more, apparent after when we're doing the back animations, when he's walking upwards. I'm gonna... oh man, bag might be easier. Let me think. Bag will probably be easier to do directionally. Maybe not. Let's just take this barrel, shave off its edges, shave off this edge. I'm forgetting my buttons. There we go. Shrink that up. And here's what we'll do. We'll animate him without a backpack. And then we'll decide. But we will give him one. Let's go here. Let's save a copy. We're going to call this one Gnome Demolitionist. I think that's a good name. Save it as Gnome Demolitionist. Can you kiss the gnome? Of course. Yeah. When he's dead. He needs to be riding a rocket. That'd be sick. Black beard with a red stripe. Ooh, that'd be interesting. A pot could work. I could get behind a pot. White beard is fire. That's true. You can't, white's just so iconic. Timmy's trying to start a rating for the goblin hotness. He's objectifying my gobbos. There he is. Oh, he's so cute. I love this guy. This guy's awesome. He's probably gonna be so annoying to fight though. I could just see this guy being a pain in the butt. That's true. Gizmo is the hottest goblin for sure. No doubt. No doubt in my mind. I like the barrel because it will be identical from every direction. So what we're going to do is draw him without it as if he'd had it. And then we can add it behind him or in front of him accordingly. He's got his little straps still. Cute. It's 10 o'clock. It's past your bedtime. Well, Sausaloo, time for some sleep. Gnomes should be able to be allied. That would make some sense, I think. I could get behind that. Let us marry gnomes. I'll add it to the top of my list. Thanks for coming, Salsa. You're making me hungry for salsa. I'll see you when I see you. Bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. All right, let's get going on this gnome. I've been dragging my feet long enough. He's gonna be doing our typical idle animation that we always do. Down, down, up, head tilt. Head tilt, I said. Obey me. There we go. We're gonna need that. Boop. Yeah. He looks too much like Santa. I guess so. Maybe... we could dull the hat. It is a lot. Green hat could work. He does look like a stick of TNT. Yeah, does red really that bad? Make the hat the same color as the explosives. Yeah, it will be the same color as what's in his little backpack. But he'll look even more like Santa if he's got a big sack of red stuff. Yeah, we could do leather. Leather would make sense. I think leather's a good call, and then we can do red patches or something. Let's see if we can make it look sewn. With like a patch on it. Maybe we can just do a regular patch. Doesn't have to be red. That looks weird. My patch is weird. Should I make mac and cheese? Yes, you should. Of course you should. Make me some. I like it a lot. Can you add the floppy animation to the ears? I can. But normally I don't. So let me think about that. Can I make it just square? No, it's hard to get a nice patch shape. That'll read as a patch. Let me experiment here. That actually, that kind of makes for a nice sewn look. Patch. Patchy, patchy, patch. Bear with me, gang. Alright. That looks good enough, methinks. Is there any NPC or entity that everyone avoids? The little brat twig. He's probably pretty annoying. Who took a crap on his head? Yeah, that's a good question. He's gonna throw a bomb at you for saying that. I think I like the patches. It's gonna be annoying to animate, but I think it makes him. I think it works. He's also an explodey goblin. Should we give him some ash in his beard? Maybe. Just a thought. I mean, every little detail I add is more annoying starting animation, so I'm just gonna leave it. White's fine. We gotta draw the line somewhere, gang. I'll make you mac and cheese if you stay streaming. Tell me back from making it. Heck yeah. Yeah, if I were being fully creative, I think I'd give him like crutches and like a missing leg or something, but since he's dealing with explosives all the time so haphazardly, but I have not the time. That would be fun. Boop. Boop. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. This. Boop. Boop. Yep, that looks good. Now we gotta move his patches. More animation annoyance. And the seam. Let me drag this over so I can copy them properly. Like that. Good enough for the head. You should make a goblin tooth fairy that steals human teeth, given that the goblins have a tooth currency. That would be really funny. I haven't thought of that. I like that. Hi, I'm new to game dev. Do you have any tips for beginners? Do I have any tips? I always see people say to start small, and I initially thrashed against that advice because who wants to make a game? Who wants to make Pong or Tetris? But I do think it helps a lot, making it from start to finish, with like a main menu and. You click through the UI in the main menu to enter the actual game and you get a high score, and I do think there is value there because I kept trying to I'd like do all the tutorials and I'd learn like, okay, I know how to make a little character that runs around, I know how to make a little gun that shoots things and spawns bullets, but the whole like overarching system I was totally missing. So I'd get further in the process and be like, okay, time to make it so that when you enter a new area you respawn there. It's like, wait, now I have to make it so that data travels across scenes. How do I do that? Oh shoot, all my data structures that I used for all of these things won't work. I have to redo all of this stuff that I did. So I think completing small projects start to finish help a lot. Game jams would help with that too. Probably once you're more comfortable, but... so yeah, I'd say do a few small projects before you start on something big. Kind of all I got. Imagine if teeth chat on YouTube transferred into the game. That'd be crazy. Where'd you learn how to do pixel art? It's really cute style. Thanks. I was originally pretty bad at it. I was pretty good at regular art, at least as like a hobbyist in high school. Not like taking it too seriously. I could do like graphite drawings that were pretty good. I couldn't do anything with color. I could basically be like a human printer with graphite, just look at the picture and do the drawing, and I'd use a little grid to help me because my proportions were bad. And then I did like a drawing a day for 500 days. I found this book. It was 500 drawing prompts. And I did that for 500 days in a row. I took a break after the first month for like a little while, but I got back into it and did it all the way through. And that helped a lot. If you go on my Instagram, actually, you can see all of them if you scroll all the way back. Most of them are me looking at images and drawing them from reference. Eventually, I got comfortable enough to, I had drawn so many like people and stuff during that time that I kind of got comfortable with it, and now I can kind of draw from my head, which is something I've always wanted and always struggled with in the past. But yeah, to answer your question in a very roundabout way, lots of practice. Oh, is Cortez here? Nice, welcome back. How's it going? Yeah. I don't want to do the head tilt for this front. It's gonna be a big pain. I like your goblin hat. I hope no goblins were harmed in the making of it. No. Oh no, absolutely not. It's a vegan hat in terms of goblin consumption. The water is boiling. Oh, for your mac and cheese? Have you ever used Godot? Back when Unity was like being scandalous and everybody was worried about it, I did try Godot. It seems okay. I think I don't like how much it relies on linking things in the editor. There's probably workarounds for that. I don't know. I guess here's the thing. If I'm very used to Unity, so learning Godot from scratch seemed like a big setback for me. It just felt like a huge headache to kind of figure out how everything worked. It seems awesome though, and it looks like a great engine. If Unity were to suddenly disappear, I'd probably use Godot. Yeah, the goblin I butchered was vegan, so it's a vegan hat. There you go. Would he carry if he carries a red TNT barrel? He will. I'm gonna do all these. I'm gonna do his like walking and stuff first, and then what I'll do is I'll add a new layer. And I'll draw it behind him. So then I could just paste in the barrel and, you know, not have to worry about it. Nice and easy. How do you plan the sound design and music? I do the sound effects, which are pretty simple. I mean, there's like a lot of sound effects in the game, but it's not a ton. It's like maybe 150 to 200. Well, yeah, it's like 200. All the enemies can kind of just have a generic enemy sound hit effect. There's like a metallic hit, wooden thunk. I have the huge list. I think it's like 200 or 300. Actually, I have it right here. Where is it? SFX. 119. That's literally it. So I do those myself. My strategy is there's this GDC bundle you can find on Reddit. If you Google like GDC sound effects Reddit, there's this huge bundle of just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sound effects. I use those and then I like put them in Audacity and I'll kind of tweak them a little bit, and then call it a day. Or I'll maybe record something, but I'm not too clever about it. And some of them aren't great. You'll listen to some of the sound. I've had feedback. Some of the sounds in the game. I've had people tell me it sounds like I was speaking into my mic and marginally edited them, which is completely true. So I have to redo some of them, but that's my plan. And then for the music, I have a composer that I pay. I've paid him about, well, I don't know if he wants me to tell him how much I've paid him. I bought a lot of music. That's my biggest expense so far. I've spent thousands on music. But I like how it's sounding so far. I think it's a good investment because I don't have any composing experience. I have like my limited violin playing experience, but that doesn't really equate to being able to compose stuff. Somebody asked who this guy is. This is our new enemy. He's going to be a little gnome with an explosive. He has a proclivity for pyrotechnics, as they say. Give him green shorts. Yes. Yeah, I give all the forest enemies kind of a green theme. I don't know where this guy's going to be yet. Here's what I'll do. I'll make the shorts a different color so I can very rapidly change them later with a single color replacement. That's smart. When did you start game dev? I started the pixel art grind in like 11th grade. And then I had a friend in my statistics class who was like, "Hey, I do a lot of Unity stuff. Do you want, and you do the pixel art, do you want to make a game together?" And I was like, "Heck yeah." And we tried to make a bunch of game projects. We made like a VR one. I tried voxel art, where it was like tower defense. I don't know. We didn't really get too far with our projects because we didn't like come up with a good plan before we started. We would just kind of jump into it and be like, "Oh, I like this game. We should add this. I like this game. We should add this." You know, we were just kind of adding stuff to add it. We didn't really have a big picture of how it would tie into the gameplay loop or whatever. But it was fun, and it got me used to Unity. So then when I was like, I'm going to make a game on my own, I at least felt, because I was already like adding art into Unity. I wasn't like coding or anything, but it made me feel more comfortable when I did start doing all that. So that was my introduction. Can you reveal your composer's name? Yeah, it's RMD Compositions. If you Google that, you'll find him. His name is Ricardo Denise. I think that's how you pronounce it. His last name. So RMD is his initials. Yeah, we need to keep his, should we give him male pattern baldness? What do you guys think? Yeah, we'll give him male pattern baldness. You know, that runs in my family. My dad went, bald at like, he said in like his early 20s. But I'm 25, and I'm like, okay. I think. For now, we'll see how long that lasts. Maybe next stream I'll have no hair. Do you often go back and redo or rework parts of your game? Since game dev is a ton of learning, I found myself going back and updating systems. I think code-wise, not too much these days. Since I've learned a lot of mistakes. Like, I try to make my code as like modular as possible. But the art, definitely. Like, if you look at my earliest devlogs, one of my devlogs where I'm like, I restarted my game. That, if you look at the art in that one, I restarted the game, and that initial art that I used when I restarted, it looks like really different from what it is now. I guess not like incredibly different, but pretty different. My brain is turning off. What am I missing here? Yeah, I don't need to do too much detail here because he's going to have his silly backpack on. So I'm just going to call it a day right here. And I'm going to move him forward a pixel. Yeah, that's good. Good enough. He's going to have his big backpack obstructing it. So, well, I guess I got to get this right. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Looking forward to that MVP when I reach 26. Uh-oh. Cool, I'm looking him up right now. How did you meet or find him? Did you have a call for scores? I saw him in a TikTok from, I think it was Chalacade. And I believe that's how you pronounce it. I don't think it's Chalicade. I think it's Chalacade. He had a TikTok where he was like, I worked with this composer. I was like, oh, sweet, that sounds good. Let me look at his portfolio. And I listened to the portfolio, and it sounded pretty good. And then I asked him for a sample. I was like, hey, I'll pay you however much for a track. And he was like, okay. And then he sent me the track, and I was like, this is good. And then I was like, you want to do 60 more? Or however many more. I don't even know what we're at right now. And he was like, yeah. And I have to, he lives in the Netherlands, so I have to send him international bank transfers. It's funny going to the bank, they're like, I don't know, they act like suspicious. I think they have to ask what the money's for. I think they think I'm like laundering money or something, but it's funny to have to explain, oh, I'm making a game. I'm like, what game? What's it like? And I'm like, oh, you know Terraria or Stardew Valley? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, how do I explain it? I'm like, okay, well, it's a top-down sandbox game, blah, 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 and they just kind of give me a blank look. Or people at work, my coworkers will be like, oh, you're making a game. What's it like? That's always awkward. Kind of funny. Is there a cat? No cats yet. I'm not opposed to it. I've been trying to avoid, I guess, the only, like, really human-like creatures that I want. I'm trying to avoid putting humany realistic animals in, unless they're stowaways on the human ships. Like, for example, there's these you know, the raccoon and stuff that take up space in the inventory. My theme here is they're an invasive species that invaded the island with the humans, and you know, they're taking up space in your inventory. So if I had a cat creature, I think I'd want it to fulfill some similar purpose. But then again, I'm not super strict with that because I added like hog livestock. I don't know. So I'm being hypocritical. So my answer is I'm trying to avoid doing that, but I'm not opposed to it necessarily. Whoa, thanks for the super chat, Mason. Hey, Mighty as well. Oh, might as well give you more money to reinstate the cockatrice idea. Big roosters and chickens with snake tails. Yes, I did write it down. I will, I'll mull it over. I'm not opposed to it. I think it might be a little hard to... I'll see if I can draw them nicely. I think I can. If I can get them to look nice. I'm not opposed. For sure. I think that'd be fun. Is this guy too fat sideways? No, he's okay. This actually might not be okay. Yeah, that's actually right. I thought it looked weird. Oh, wait. Yeah, lose some weight, buddy. What's it called? Ozempic? Isn't that the weight loss thing? Yeah, take your pills. Look up Minecraft Ice and Fire mod cockatrice. Ice and Fire mod cockatrice. Oh, I'm an adult. Yeah, I'm an adult. Click. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like it. It doesn't look too crazy. I actually like that. I think I can make that look cute. I really like that. You know what's a fantasy creature that I don't like? I don't like griffins. No, never mind. I do like griffins. What's the one that's like the head of a lion and the tail of a... I don't know. The one where it's a different creature for every... yeah, the head of the lion. What is that one? I can't even remember. Chimera. Yeah, Chimera. Yes. I don't like chimeras. Do I like Peter Griffin? Of course. You're able to knock back the gnomes into a crowd of enemies. Oh my goodness. So devious. Jeez. And they say I'm evil. Sorry guys, I'm going back and forth on these. I'm not locked in, so I need to... I'm making sloppy mistakes. That's a decent gnome. Alright, now backwards view. Alright, buddy. None of this is going to be visible. What am I doing? Does the hat twirl make sense? Yes, it does. Good work, team. Alright. Animate him doing his little boopy bops. Boopity bop. Bye, Watt. Alright, Timmy. Thanks for dropping by. Paratons. I don't know what that is. Oh, and somebody said they drew something in the Discord. In the art channel. Whoa, toucan. He hopping. That looks cute. We got the fan art. Cargo pants. Let's go. Looking good. That is one long nose. I like it. Is that me? Shuggy. I'm beautiful. I've never looked so good. Maybe I'll, you know those people who undergo the dramatic, like, cosmetic changes, like they'll tattoo their skin all a certain color? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tattoo it green. When you start a project, do you make the art first or do you do code first and use placeholders? I kind of finalize the art as I go. I've never had temporary art in the game, but I don't think that's the best way to do it, probably. Oh, alright, Crispy. See you later. Do you make the backdrop for stream avatars? Oh, the little ground thing? I think I did. Yeah, a while ago. Any notes for either of my artworks? I have no notes. They're beautiful. I really do like them. Yeah, I always start with the art, honestly, but I know that's weird. Let's finish up this gnome, guys. We're dragging our feet here. We got fire up. Yep. Let's give him a walk animation. And let's make it speedy. He's so short already, I'm not going to make his head lower like I normally do. So we're going to do 1 foot down. Uppies. And foot swap. There we go. Cute. I could probably add a little more personality there, but I'm not gonna. Because we're on a time crunch. Every moment must be optimized. No room for relaxation in any capacity. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Wait. Why does he look so dumb? So, right leg flings backwards. Left leg's ready to plop down. Right leg plops down. Other leg's ready to fling forwards. Boop, 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 boop. Like that. There we go. Walk animation. His footfalls look so delicate. Yeah, he's got little goofy feet. Harumph. Look at him go. What a cutie. Next. Uppies. Oh, thank you, Gamer Duck. Years of practice. You should have seen my first animation. It was a soldier. It was so bad. I sent it to everyone because I was so proud of it. Everybody was like, oh, it looks great, but it was bad. And I think I knew it deep down. I think I knew it was bad. But if anybody told me it was bad, I would have been sad. Which shows how fragile I am. There he is. I cannot tell you how many times I've drawn run animations. His arms out to the side. Like a little princess. That'd be really cute. He's got to hold his backpack though. Maybe not. Oh man, that's so cute. You've convinced me. Why must you do this? That is adorable. I love this. Ah. Actually, I think I can maybe do this. Just barely. That's kind of a... Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. He looks so cute. Oh yeah, Gamer Duck. I will look at it. Oh. Did you send it in the chat? I do not see it. Can you make them pick up wild mushrooms when they aren't attacking? That'd be awesome. Attack on Titan Run, yeah. Dark, gritty Pac-Man game. What? No. I want to run with him in a field of flowers. Where is it, Gamer Duck? Oh, it's on your YouTube? I will look at it later then. Does that look right? Why so high? What happened? I messed up. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Looking good. Erase, erase, erase. All right, last one. Last one. Last one. Sorry, I neglected you, chat. Naruto Run Gnome, yes. Have you ever made a game without an engine? I have not. I'm not that smart. What enemy is this? I just started watching. This is our little gnome fella. He's going to be throwing explosives. It's on your YouTube, Gamer Duck? I will look at that later. Can you make them pick up wild mushrooms? That would be fun. Wordle? I could do Wordle today. You should make Jormungandr. What? What is this? Whoa! Sea creature. The Midgard serpent. Ah, it encircles Midgard. The son of Loki. What? How'd that happen? He is slain by Thor. Dang, that's awesome. Is making games in Python with no engine easier than Unity? I'd say probably not. That sounds like a huge pain. Impossible? No. Big headache? Probably. I would never. But, yeah, like I said, not impossible. Peritons? Is that like a dinosaur? Oh, it's a mythical hybrid animal combining the physical features of a stag and a bird. That's pretty awesome. Invented by Louis Burges in his Book of Imaginary Beings. Stag bird. That's pretty cool. Cthulhu. That'd be awesome. Check out the duck. Alright. I like ducks. Whoa, that's a good duck. I approve. Big fan. When are you making more villagers? I actually don't have any more villagers. Well, I do have more planned, but not for the demo. I think all the villagers that are currently in the game are going to be what the demo consists of. So I probably won't add any more until afterwards. Then we gotta do a throw animation. Oh boy. Why must I be tortured so? A little more on the wind up there, buddy. I should probably twist his torso a little. Oh boy. We'll make his foot move down a little. Huh? One more twist. Boop. And boop. Twist. And we could rotate his head. I'm feeling like splurging right now. We'll splurge animation wise and give him a little head turn. Ooh, hi-ya. Now we have him throw. So we're gonna do this, do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Sorry guys, I'm locked in again. Whoosh. His feet are doing too much. Too much foot action. Hi. Let me think. And then this leg should probably be lifted. Yeah, let me think when you throw. Left foot down. Step forward and throw. So yeah, he's probably gonna stomp down with his right foot. Are you using layers? Not right now, but I will. Oh, sorry, AU combo. I did not see your message. Hi, wow, I've been experimenting wave function collapse. Any tips? Interesting. It's been a long time since I messed with wave function collapse. Sorry, I'm breezing through the other messages because I know I'll be talking about that for a minute. When do you think the demo will release? Hopefully May. Yeah, wave function collapse. I actually stepped away from it. I'm now just using Perlin noise for generation. And I think I use some other noises in some places, but yeah, wave function collapse. I made that video about how I was using it for everything. I ended up not really liking how it looked. I'm actually gonna get rid of this. $240. I'm actually gonna move his head down too. He's really chucking him. I kind of like that. There. There's my final throw animation. You did !S and I didn't get stuff like your bot did not show up. Ooh, that's weird. I'm not sure what's going on. Sometimes the bot's a little buggy. Should move his ears. It looks really rigid. Huh. Maybe. I think I'm okay with them being a little rigid. I guess it would have gone the other way. Yeah, I'll mess with it later. They took your stuff? Yeah, sometimes the bot's a little janky. It wasn't as bad on Twitch, but I don't think there's anything I can do for you, Duck. On the slots, did you lose? Maybe you lost. You shouldn't gamble what you're not willing to lose. That is unfortunate if it took it away for no reason, though. Now we gotta do this animation 3 more times. We love animating, we all say in unison. Animation is fun. We all tell ourselves. We're gonna do that. And then that. And then we're gonna have to rotate them a little bit. Like so. And then we're gonna linger on this frame for 240 milliseconds. Hey, if you send it on Discord, GamerDuck, I will. This gnome really knows how to dance. I know, he's throwing it down over here. I made a game jam game trying to replicate your style only in vector. Ooh, that's awesome. I'd like to see that. Mason, oh, did you copy the Red Goblin Berserk Village idea I super chatted? Yeah, I wrote that down. Sorry, I've seen you send that message a few times, but I thought you were talking to another chatter. I don't know why. I guess I thought somebody was asking you that. Somebody asked, did you get that Red Goblin idea from blank blank blank? I don't know why I thought that. But yeah, I wrote it down. Well, I gotta thank you for a quick second. Before I went into your first stream, I didn't even know what gambling was. But now I just gambled all my life savings away in LA. Thank you, you're welcome. What, did you buy some property that burned down in LA during these fires? That's what it seems like. But hey, yeah, you're welcome. If there's anything I can do for people, it's give them a gambling addiction from my stream avatars. Easily. Yeah, I have to sleep with my alerts on tonight because there's fires near where I live, since I'm just south of LA. It's APS files. I don't even know if I can open APS files. What do you open that with? I don't even know what that is. Oh, ASE files. Ah, yeah, looking good. Let's see what else you got. There's a multiple. I won't check all of these. Waterstone ore. Ooh. Yeah, these are solid. Textures are hard, but these don't look too shabby. Ah, very nice. I like it. It's hard for me to evaluate textures just by looking at the textures and not in context, but those look pretty good. Keep up the good work, Mr. Duck. So, this leg's gonna kick back. And then we need to, once again, rotate his head. Animating is very tedious, guys. That looks decent. Cute. You spin my head right around. That's all I'm doing. I'm spinning heads. There we go. I think that looks decent. Nothing to write home about. 2 more. Hope you guys are excited. Too broke to gamble again. Oh man. Why is life so unfair for you? Am I crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Why are there 2 of these? Go away. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got. All right, next up. This one's not going to be super visible. I'm not going to waste much time on this. Because I'm lazy. I lied. I'm going to spend time on it. Booper dooper 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 doop. Boopy doopy doop. That goes that way. Give us gambling. Give us gambling money, can I? We can do a battle royale. I think that gives a lot of money. Oh, it's already happening. Someone else started it. Wonder who's gonna win. Could be anyone's game. Yeah, why play Fortnite Battle Royale when you got Watts Stream Chat Battle Royale? It's basically everything you need. Let me quickly do this. All right. Whatever you just said there, Mason, made me hungry for brownies. Is that a tongue twister? It looked tongue twistery. He's really hucking them. I like the... I'm happy with these animations so far. One more. And then we're free, everyone. We're free, except for the barrel, but that should be easy. That'll be like a nice little fun addition. Time to grab the cookie dough from the fridge. Oh man, cookie dough from the fridge. I could go for some cookie dough. We're doing no sweet treat January, my brother and I, but I've been naughty. Oh, you sent it in self-promo. Let's go. Dang, 1 week. That's awesome. What file type is it? Is it on itch or is it like an executable? Because my policy is I do not open executables from anyone, even friends, after some recent attacks. And I don't have a virtual machine, so if it's just the raw executable, I will unfortunately not be able to open it. But if it is an itch link, I would do that. .py file. Oh, I see. Perfect. Okay, cool. Cool. Is the nose too short on my new goblin art? You know, I think it might be a little too short. I think you could use 2 or 3 more nose blocks. That's funny. Hath returned. How's it going, Radish? Welcome back. We're still drawing the gnome. Almost done. Last frames. Is it the opposite arm that goes up? Oh, the corresponding leg goes up. So we go... Wait. Yeah, on the throwing arm. This leg's going up. This is going to go a little more forward. That's going to come in a little bit. He's really pulling it back there. And then this is all going to rotate, unfortunately. I hate rotating things, guys. I hate it. We hate it, Precious. I'm like Smeagol, except instead of hating smeagly things, I hate rotating things. Hi. I'm gonna put a black pixel right there. Hi. Anticipation, 240 milliseconds. And then we release. Oh, we gotta copy the whole thing. I left before the gnome got drawn. Oh, wow. Well, welcome to Gnomehood. What have you got planned for this stream? Add enemies. We have done... This has been a productive stream. Oh, wait. Which one of these do I want to delete? Hang on. Close that one. Open that one. We added the gnome demolitionist, who we're working on right now. He's going to throw little mines on the ground. We added the sorceress, who floats around. She teleports and shoots you. Pretty crazy stuff. And then we got... we just added him. Where is he? The Necromancer. This guy. He has his spooky Necromancer skull. And he summons skeletons. So just some little enemies. You know, it'd be cool shaving your head and living in the sewer long enough so your skin turns green. That'd be sick. Teenage Mutant Ninja Goblin. That'd be awesome. Someone should make a show out of that. It's $1 million idea. They have to be teenagers for some reason. Make it relatable for the youths, but not too relatable. Slightly older than them. Because that's what the youths love. Teens. Wait. Wrong color. Wrong hue. I loved TMNT as a kid. But not Not like the one that looked realistic, where it was like they were in outfits. Do you know what I'm talking about? I liked the cartoon with the theme song. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mayeth we pleaseth have a battle royale? Yes. Not the Michael Bay one. Battle royale. I can't remember if it's slash or exclamation mark, so I'm just gonna do both. What did you think of the Michael Bay movie? I don't remember it too much, but I remember being like, eh. Thumbs down. But I was very picky because I was a big TMNT fan. I liked the newer one with like the weird animation, the Spider-Verse sort of animation. That one was cool. Yeah, I'm and I are on the same page when it comes to conversation topics. Yeah, Spider-Verse one was cool. I'm gonna have a quick swig. Me and my sister rewatch it every few weeks. That's fun. How old's your sister? I've learned. I saw something that says that kids, while adults really like watching new movies, adults like watching new movies, because seeing the familiar patterns, but just slightly different each time is nice. But kids like watching the same movie over and over and over again to reinforce those patterns. They like the patterns too, but they need it more repetitive. That's why kids will watch the same movie 500 times and not get bored. My sister got a job now. Okay, I thought your sister was younger. I was like, oh, that makes sense. They're a kid and they want to watch the same movie 100 times, but I guess not. Yeah, I made rich. All right, time to add the barrel, guys. Moment of truth. Oh, this guy's going a little crazy over there. Wait a second. I didn't give her an outline. What am I doing? Guys, I almost had a non-double outlined enemy. Can you believe it? That'd just be insane. I will not tolerate this. Okay, I have to go re-export her. Wild Kratts is a goated show. I've never heard of that. We just enjoy cartoons because that's what we bonded over as kids. That's very fair. Very, very reasonable. But I went with my brother to the Sonic movie, and we both played Sonic Adventure 2 growing up together. It was very nostalgia. Alright, Gnome. You ready for your barrel? Time for you to get promoted. Time for you to carry your weight for once. You're always walking around with that smug look on your face without a barrel. Alright, we need to make this barrel of explosives look good. We're gonna do something like that. And then we're gonna, that could be darker. Let's load our default palette so we have all the colors of the rainbow. There we go. We need explosives and we need them now. Let's do sticks of dynamite. Well, he's gonna have explosive mines though. Huh. I also want this to be thinner. He's not gonna have sticks of dynamite. I had one DVD of Harry Potter 4 that I watched like 5 times a day. I watched Flushed Away so many times. For a movie that's kind of mid, I watched that an insane amount of times as a child. I'm not proud of it. Shadow and Mortar type ranking system would be cool for goblin camps. That would be cool. Although, unfortunately, apparently they trademarked that mechanic. There are very few game mechanics that are trademarked, and people usually look down on it. But those meanies over there in the Middle Earth, they trademarked it. What's your favorite anime? I get heat for this, but I like Frieren. That's one of my favorites. I watched it very recently. I really, really, really liked it. I know It's not an anime that I would say is like, you have to watch this to anyone, but I really enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it more than I should have. I don't know. It's not one I'd go to my friends and say, this is the best, but I think it's the best for me. I really loved it. I also really liked Delicious and Dungeon recently, but I have recency bias with both of those. Dino Dan. I've never heard of Dino Dan. If anyone was to get change of pace from the oversaturated market of fantasy anime, breath of fresh air. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I had just watched a few new fantasy ones I hadn't seen before, so it was a nice little step back. Have you watched One Piece? I have not watched it all the way through. I've seen episodes here and there. Don't hate me. It seems good for what it's worth. Nomi the Third looks like he's bobbing his head to some sick metal. Yeah, this guy's a metalhead for sure. I really want it to be full of explosives, but oh man, I don't know what they're gonna look like. Well, okay, simple solution: draw a mine. I'm gonna Google fantasy landmine see if anybody's done the legwork for me. Fantasy landmine. Alright, they just look like weird glowy cylinders. That's about what I was gonna do. Alright, here's a landmine for you. Actually, it should take up a full tile. Almost. Something like that's probably fine. Sorry chat, I neglected you. Start Jujutsu Kaisen. I really enjoyed Jujutsu Kaisen. What, can you look at my chats? I see you talking to somebody else. About a game you're working on. Saying that you can't talk about it. Maybe some loose TNT, that could work. Just a barrel with a fuse. That could work too. Add a red transparent thing. Heimerdinger from Arcane. It does kind of look like him. GamerDog, I'm not sure what you want me to look at. All I see in your chats are... you saying that you can't talk about your game. Oh. Yeah, do I want to... I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit. We could have it look kind of like a... Bear with me. Yeah, I think... What if, once he dies, he explodes? I'm not sure I like that. He could have a big... We can, for now, we'll put mysterious things in here. I think once he dies, there will be a delayed explosion. Yeah, we'll put mysterious dark substance in there. It looks kind of like gunpowder. We'll go with that. That's the easiest. Cute. Thank you. And what should I make for the art stuff in the game? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know what the game's about. I don't think I can answer it. Gunpowder that spills everywhere. That could work. There should be a maximum amount that can be spawned so players won't be overwhelmed. I agree. I think I'll have him keep track of the currently spawned mines and only maybe throw like, I don't know, 4 at a time or something. Yeah, we could see what makes sense. Now we need a new layer here for the front. And for this, you can barely see him. He's so tiny. That should actually be lower. The old spin around trick. Yeah, that looks decent. Where'd the gnome go? All our hard art that we did. It's all useless. Now let's do some walk animations. He's not being super safe with his explosives. I think this might be an OSHA violation. If I were being artsy, I'd make this stuff kind of bounce in there, but guys, that's time we don't have. There, that's good. I like the wiggle. He should be exclusively underground. That's true. I do have a distinction between bombs that can blow up stuff and bombs that can't. Kind of like grenades versus bombs in Terraria. Be artsy. Have you seen Dr. Stone yet? I started it. This is going to sound crazy. It didn't used to bother me, but it started to bother me. Same thing with Black Clover. I think I'd love Black Clover, but just the screaming, dude. I don't know, the voices sometimes. It's like, it's just so annoying when they're like so complaining and, you know, when the main character just has a voice that's like, just shut up, dude. Kind of like Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. I don't remember who in Dr. Stone was like that. I normally watch the sub, but I think I was watching the dub too. And it really threw me off. It seems like something I'd enjoy, though. I just never got past that. Why goblins? What's a goblin? Cool looking game. That's a good question. What's a goblin? Little green dude. Usually has some sort of master, like a dragon or something. Steals stuff. Generally mischievous. Why goblins, you ask? I wanted to make a game where you play as the bad guy, but a misunderstood bad guy. So, you're getting invaded. I The character with that voice goes on a side mission for like 3 seasons. Oh, that is nice. Maybe I'll give it another shot. Bounce Man from One Piece? Let me look it up. Oh, it's a song from 29. Oh, here we go. Whoa, this guy's huge. Wow. I'll do it. Say less. There we go. Our little gnome is all done. No more animations to do. That makes me happy. That was exhausting. Look at that. We did 47 drawings. Oh, now we need to... We almost did it again. We need to outline him. Flatten the art. Shift O. Get rid of the bottom pixel. Bam. There's our little fella. Isn't he cute? I like him. Good work, team. We've been streaming for a long time. 3 hours and 20 minutes. Where is Gnome? Where is he? There he is. Google BarrelBot. I will do it. I live to serve. BarrelBot. Wow, cute. That's awesome. I would die for BarrelBot. Yes, Minecraft. That'd be sick. A barrel mech. What is the biology of the goblin and what is it descended from? I know there were originally some Aussies or something, but you changed that. Oh, yes, I did change that. Yeah, they were originally humans that were, or elves that were put on an island, and then over the years they kind of devolved into, or they were cursed or something, I can't remember. But now they're, I'm trying to think how much I can say. How much is actually... They are orcs. Orcs were created long ago, deep underground, for nefarious purposes. And eventually they migrated up to the surface. And slowly over the years evolved into goblins, essentially. Yeah. That's pretty much it. They've developed more of a resistance to the sunlight, although that still kind of bothers them and still slows them down a little bit. They no longer have a strictly carnivorous diet. They'll eat, like... you know, plants and stuff. They no longer eat each other. They're less aggressive since they're not deep underground near the source of creepy evil. So yeah, eventually, originally they were created by some evil source underground as minions, but they these ones migrated to the surface, or they were tasked with spreading and taking over the underground areas. But these ones that we're playing as made their way to the ground and kind of became a little less corrupt than their underground counterparts. So in the later right now there's only one underground level. There's the overworld and then there's the underground. There's going to be multiple layers, and I do plan to have creepy orky creatures down below, but that'll be later. That's down the line. That's post demo stuff. But yeah, it's basically a tradition at this point. We gotta do the Wordle. Before we go. Guys, I have a is goblins too long? We'll do teeth. Teeth is fitting. It's a good first guess. We had an E somewhere. Frogs is a good guess. Well, actually, no, that's not a good guess because it doesn't have E. But maybe you said that before the E was revealed. We got an E in spot 4. Maybe ED or ER. Gamer. Gamer. Gamer's a good guess. We'll go gamer. Oh, wow. Look at that. It can't be later because we're missing a T. Bro, what? I come back and we're doing Wordle. We're doing our well, yeah, the last few streams we've done Wordle right before the stream ends. So you came back right as we're about to end. Tamer can't work because we're missing the T. Waiver? Yep. I don't know if that is that a word? It's missing the I. Wow. All right. Well, I would think water, but I guess not. It's probably wafer, huh? Maybe waiter? If we can think of 3 possibilities, we should probably do another word that uses those 3 possibilities, you know, to rule them out. Otherwise, we'd try wafer, try waiter, and then it's a 3rd option. So can we think of any 3rd options? Waiter, wailer, waker, Weber, wacer, waxer, it could be waxer. Oh man, guys, this is bad. It could be D, X, K. D, X, or K, right? Are there any more? Waker. Oh, and F. F, D, X, and K. Can we use all those in a word? No, we can't. Can we use 3 of them in a word? F-A-X-E-D. Faxed. So we'll try faxed. So it's F. So it's wafer. Alright. We did it. Good work, team. We're so smart. All in a day's work. Faked. Nice. Alright, gang. Well, good teamwork on the Wordle. Will you play our game off stream? I will. I'll give it a shot right now. Before I go do whatever I'm going to do. Alright, gang. Thanks for coming. It's been fun. A good 3.5 hour stream. I enjoyed it. We got a lot done. I will see you next time. Have a good day. Don't do drugs. Adios.